Do you always struggle with cold hands while skiing? Then heated winter gloves might just be the solution you have been looking for. I've been using heated winter gloves for 8 years now, and they have never let me down. Most models come with two 2200 mAh battery packs that are easy to plug in and use. The controls are simple. You can usually select from different heating levels. And even with thick gloves on, it's easy to adjust and monitor the settings. For the baseline test, I just put a thermometer inside and we let them run at different levels on my balcony. I tested two types of gloves. The lighter heat experience glove and the super warm 37 glove. And here are the results. For the 37 glove, level 3, hold on for almost 3 hours, somewhere between 50 and over 60 degrees Celsius. Level 2 was hovering around 45 degrees Celsius for almost 3.5 hours, and level 1 went for 5 hours and hovering around 35 degrees. The heat experience everyday glove could hold for 6 hours at around 25 degrees Celsius, while the outdoor temperature was around freezing point. For level 2, it held 3.5 hours at around 35 degrees, and level 3 lasted only about 2 hours, but it reached over 50 degrees Celsius. And here's a comparison chart in red color, the 37 degree extra warm glove, which is always about 5 to 10 degrees Celsius warmer than the everyday heat experience glass. Which makes totally sense because this one has much more insulation and comes in at a higher price. Using a thermal camera, you can see that the heat distribution extends all the way to the fingertips. This is a big advantage compared to chemical hand warmers. These ones only warm a small area of your hand, leaving the fingertips cold. When I am skiing or outdoors, I don't keep the gloves on continuously. I will switch them on and off or adjust the heat level depending on what I need. For example, when I am riding the cabin lift or enjoying a hot chocolate at a restaurant, I will turn them off to save battery. Because of this, I never completely run out of power during a day of skiing. But if it's very cold, it's always smart to carry a spare set of batteries in your jacket pocket, just for peace of mind. The batteries are small and easy to pack. One thing to keep in mind is charging. Most gloves come along with a double charger, so both batteries can be charged together. Fully recharge the battery takes between 4 and 5 hours. If your hotel room has limited plugs, you will need to plan ahead since charger will tie up an outlet for a good part of the night. Also, when you are packing your gloves into a backpack, be careful, they can accidentally turn on. I recommend unplugging the batteries if you are transporting them. When it comes to choosing a pair, the options are endless. Price range from €40 to 200 plus euro, and there are so many features to consider. Personally, I like my heat experience gloves because they have a wide cuff, making them easy to put on and take off with my thick ski jacket. But they are light and not super warm. Good for milder ski conditions. On the other hand, I also love my 37 gloves because they are watertight and extra warm. But they have a tighter cuff, which can make it tricky to slide your hand in and tight around the cuff on my wrist. My advice, if possible, try them on in-store rather than buying blindly online. Now, as I mentioned, I have had one pair of gloves for over 8 years. You see, it has already several abrasions, and the zipper broke last year. I can still use them by sealing the battery compartment with tape. but in total they hold on 7 years without issue. Batteries, however, don't last as long. If you forget to recharge them every few months, the performance will drop. And they are pretty expensive. One battery usually costs around €30. So taking care of them is a price-saving tip. I hope this video helps you decide if heated gloves are worth investment. Stay warm and happy skiing.